Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now join Blake, Christian, and Mark as they have fun going through the crazy wrestling world. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now let's start the show.
It doesn't matter if you love him or capital H-I-M. Just put your paws up, because you were born this way, baby. My mama told me when I was young, we're almost superstars. She rolled her hair, put my lipstick on, in the glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause he made you perfect, babe. So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far. There's nothing left to say. I'm beautiful in the way that I make some mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Don't have yourself in regret. Just love yourself instead. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way.
Live from the Man to Man Studios in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You tuned in to the Generation Evolution for Wednesday, June 24th, 2026, and happy Pride Week here on the show, and happy birthday week for this fine gentleman sitting next to us. This motherfucker turned 18 on Saturday. How did that happen? But, anyway, just stop. I'm Blake.
I'm Christian.
We haven't even said our names yet.
I want to say one thing that happened before the show. So this one wanted us to wear pride shirts. He was like, I'm not wearing a pride shirt. I am a walking pride shirt. What do you
I
want
think
from
the
me?
flag right behind you, so...
I'm like, I am a walking pride shirt.
Another funny story. This flag was supposed to be outside already. He bought it. Then he put it out. No, it's fine.
My body.
Where was it? It was in his room. He then put it in the kitchen. I'm like, well, I'll just put it in the studio. It didn't dawn on him it was missing until I already had hung up down here.
By the way, it's June 24th. We got that like June 14th. The flag.
Oh, well, there you go.
We had it for like a week and a half.
By the way, Devil turned out for happy anniversary today. Anyway,
so it's just in his room. By the way, sealed in the little plastic wrapping, and then we just put it up here. Right
I couldn't think of a better song to start Pride Week, by the way, for us. It's Born This Way, Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Is it a Glee version? What's the Glee version? Oh, Lady Gaga. You're right.
There you go.
You're right. Absolutely right. You're right.
Gaga.
So while we were goofing around, our guest showed up. And so I had a situation. Remember we've been doing updated videos for everybody for the show. When we started 2026, we started updated videos. Correct. We hadn't been on. Our guest had not been on in 2026. So I needed to make a new video for him. And then I'm like, I need to update this man's music. I haven't updated this man's music since he started doing the Lego Style show over a decade ago. I needed to update this man's music to something that made a whole lot more sense for this man. The fact that he's wearing glasses tonight and looks perfect for this music, I don't think he realizes he has no clue about to happen. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Let's bring on for the PW Chart. Man, welcome to the show.
Wow, that is quite the change from Naito. I like it though. I like it. I don't have any lemon pepper steppers though.
I just gotta say it. I'm sorry. You look like Taz. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I take it.
Yeah.
I accept it.
Now the main question for everyone is, are you wearing your lemon pepper steppers?
I am not, but my wife is trying to step out as she tries to grab her laptop.
No, this also
It's kind of scary. It actually sounds like music immediately.
I have to find some orange. Next time, I mean, I like it. I like the suggestion. I gotta say, even though I do love whoop that trick, that is a personal favorite. The Taz illusion is something I take as a point of pride.
Yeah, I just
There you
figured
go.
you'd enjoy that one. So, all right, before we get into, I just turned the volume up on the TV, and it has to be an even number. It just drove me crazy. But we're headphones now in here. We're actually headphones.
Oh,
now.
okay.
So we have a big screen in front of us. We hear everything off of now. So
It works majority of the time.
I got our echo figured out. I had the echo problem figured out. So welcome to our crazy week, and I blame the wrestling world for this week, really, because they decided to do 4 shows in 2 days. So we have to figure out a way to do this on this week without having a 3-hour marathon. So to let everybody know how this is going to work today, Rich is here, and we're going to go through the Impact. We're going to go through the TNA show. We're also mainly going to go through Night of Champions tonight. Tomorrow we have John Parker from Bat Minute coming on, and we're going to go through Forbidden Door. And then on Friday, I already recorded this show, but it will be airing on Friday with Nate Lundberg from the PW Torch to preview talk about NXT. So that is how this week is going. A lot going on. And also, one more plug before we get into everything. One more plug. I am going to be at .NET Weekly over Pro Wrestling.net tomorrow with Jason Powell in the place of Jake Barnett tomorrow. So that is going to be tomorrow as well. So big week here. So I have an extra camera set up. My solo camera is set up. I'm not plugged in right now, but my solo camera set up. And I told them, don't worry about that camera. That's my solo camera. Just ignore it. It's not even plugged in right now. It's not even plugged in. So anyway, before we get into all this, so I was listening to a podcast. I was outside grilling for dinner. And they made it there's a thing going on right now where you Google your show through AI. And imagine I don't like AI besides our theme music. I'm not a big fan of AI. I want to see what would happen for our podcast through AI.
Oh no.
And you're gonna love it. You guys are gonna love this.
Okay.
And I may have a new slogan for our damn show.
Oh.
Actually, too, through this. So this is what I came up with when I put it through Google. It was referred to as the Anti-Toxic Wrestling Show, which I absolutely love that name. Absolutely love it. I'll read a couple of them. I'll pop on the screen. The most frequent specific phrase that this channel lacks the bitter, overly critical tone found on most wrestling YouTube channels. I love that. Much like the old show, we were giving credit for our this being fun in here, and then and my personal favorite one is rather than feeling like a disconnected remote call, the reaction to their synchronized video chemistry is major selling point.
It's a major selling point.
So there you go. I wanted to show some of these.
Oh god.
Isn't this fun though? Isn't this awesome?
The ultimate pal.
Isn't this nice though? Isn't this
Joel
nice comments?
Dynamite fans.
This is Pal. This is Pal, not Pat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rich,
Pal.
your thoughts on these comments for us?
I mean, they're very reflective. I feel like it's a little light. I'm looking here. I feel like it's light on Mark. I feel like the AI is not truly
Well, right on the top.
appreciating Mark.
He's right there on the top, really. He's in the first one.
Yeah, but there's not appreciating Mark in the way that this is where machines versus humans. This is where they fail. They don't get the Mark like random comment 30 seconds in, or the joke that you guys intentionally no sell, or those things that like make the ultimate dad moves. Like as I get older, I'm leaning into it more and more.
So am I, Rich. So am I.
So the studio banter chemistry, that's not.
I like that. I like this though. I was really terrified when I threw it into AI. This is what came up, so I was very terrified, honestly.
Random jokes, 30 seconds.
Okay. Here's the thing. I got a big itch with AI is when you call a company and they give you numbers to push to collect or connect to a certain department, and you don't. And every time the AA trap box comes on, it's like, please select. I say, I want to.
Mark is going off on a tangent.
So I yell back. There you go.
There goes Mark
Oh, jeez.
off on an endless tangent. Let's sit back, and if he gets to the point, like listening to Booker T.
Hey, it's nothing. I don't mind being compared to Booker T, Hall of Famer.
My lord.
But the main thing is,
Mark is going off on a tangent. I timed that perfectly.
in order for me to talk to a real life person,
fucking time again.
no. In order for me to talk to a real life person through AI, AI, I gotta say, I want to talk to a fucking real life person.
So, context, I was drinking the entire time.
Yeah, this
I
guy
just
walked
spit
away.
over my drink out there. I just spit my drink out over there.
You want to clean up later?
I say the words, dumb bitches, and you magically appear.
Anyway, let's get started with the show.
I'm having too much fun with the soundboard.
Wow, he's having a great time.
Yeah, we have a new soundboard, by the way. If you ever read the
Oh, I can tell. This is like soundboard 3.0. I'm loving it.
Okay, so
Anyway, let's get into the show.
What's topic? Where's it going? Mark will probably be confused and Christian will give him shit for it. It's the question of the week.
So last week, we pulled from the box.
There's no way.
Oh, not the garbage can too. I just pulled the trash in here. Last week we pulled from the box, and we got a lot of likes for our comment. I think with the echo issue we were having last week with the clips, so have an echo issue last week, so we didn't get to create all this audio when it came to things last week. But we do have I'll pull the question up here, Christian. What was the question from last week?
Darby Allin.
Well, the Darby Allin style question that you had.
Favorite potentially dangerous activity to engage in.
So I did throw it to Rich, and I figured I'd ask him his answer for this question.
Okay, so thinking about, I didn't know it was Darby Allin style. I just thought favorite potential dangerous
Christian joked
activity.
about it. Christian joked about it last week.
Okay, but actually, my activity ties into that because I had unfortunately seen this terrible video on Reddit before you had emailed me of a lady that was trying to do not base jumping. She was trying to do bungee jumping.
Oh dear God.
And the people didn't attach it, so they just threw her off
Oh my God.
the mountain. And that was something like in my head, I was like, I never thought about like the baseline thing of, are they going to connect me? So like anything where I have to, my dangerous activities, anything where I have to trust someone else for my safety. It could be as simple as like when I was little, the example I'm going to give that's a little less tragic is growing up in New York, they'd have like traveling circuses or traveling like fairs and stuff. And we had one that came through and they did the swing. And for those of you who remember the old school swings, you'd get in and it's got the old music. And my youngest brother.
They had that at the New Jersey, Illinois State Fair in New Jersey.
Oh, see,
exactly what you're talking about. Exactly what you're talking about.
So my youngest brother Christian got on one of those and they didn't secure him. Yeah. Yeah. And he's spinning around and my mom notices he's sliding out of the seat.
Oh no.
And so they got him before it was tragic. Go ahead, Christian.
How fast was it going?
It was going pretty fast. I want to say it was
like
is like a car on the freeway kind of speed, or like is it like a bike
roller coaster? Think of fast
roller coaster. Oh God!
Fast roller coaster.
Yeah. And this is like a 10-year-old.
That all determines how bad the injury is and how fast it's going.
Yeah, so it was like a 10-year-old at the time in this, going about the speed of like a slow car in a roller coaster, like 25 miles an hour, but it's centrifugal force. They hit the emergency brake. He plops out once they stop. But I could only imagine if someone was either younger or the machine went faster and no one was noticing. That's like a very dangerous activity. Trust in your life to someone.
You just reminded me.
Yeah.
I still have a friend who's pissed at me to this day, and this was almost 30 years ago. She's still pissed at me to this day. But I convinced her to get on this ride where it was like you got like almost suction cup to the wall. But it was closed in.
Yes.
You got something to the wall, and then it would just spin over and over and over again, upside down. And, but there was no seatbelt. You're just suction up to the wall.
Right.
Oh my God.
I can see the fear on his face, and I've seen murder with less fear in that guy's face right there.
Yeah, I remember. I had a friend who wanted to kill me after that.
I mean, to Mark's point, that was something that used to be at Coney Island, where it would be a UFO and you'd get in and people would just start throwing up because they wouldn't prepare you for it. And then, I don't know, Blake, when you were younger, was Action Park still
Action
open?
Park, absolutely. I went to Action Park one time.
I was going to say, Christian, I don't know if you've heard of the horrors of Action Park.
It is the most dangerous park ever existed.
Was that the one where all the lawsuits are?
Yeah. I got two roller coaster stories.
Go for it.
Okay.
One, I don't remember how old, but you probably remember this. The roller coaster was completely fine until it stops and bangs my fucking head.
That was at the Mall of America. That was at the Mall of America.
For some reason, it was like a hard plastic seat, but they had a whiplash stop and it just like.
I mean, there was 2 different instances in the Mall of America with us.
And then there's one.
Is it
It's
your mother?
the Teenage Mutant
Oh my
Ninja
God! The
Turtles.
shutter ride! The shutter ride! The shutter ride with your mother.
He couldn't do it.
I was too tall. I was too
So
tall to
the
get
next
on the
best
ride.
person was Mom, and I'm pretty sure she still has flashbacks.
There's a photo in my photo album from today. Where her hair is in the air and they're upside down, and she's terrible. I don't even know how I got the picture. I am seriously how I got that picture from down below. I have no idea how I got the photo.
I was fine.
On that
And then
same,
afterwards, she was like,
on that same trip, on that same day, we did a ride. I barely could fit the thing. My feet are like up. My legs are like up to the fucking chest because I barely could fit in the ride. Because the ride was not meant for tall people. None of those rides are meant for tall people. None of them.
I got one.
"Oh God."
And then we'll get to the next question. Go ahead.
It was called, and I think it's the Six Flags,
Which one?
the one in Gurney.
Okay.
Okay. They opened
Oh, that
a
clarifies.
roller coaster called the Demon,
Oh my God!
where it does all these little twists.
Oh dear.
Oops.
But they had that one in Jersey too, and they closed it because there was too
So
many thick. There was too many.
I go on it with my buddy, and we get in there, and we got like the front car. So the person that's basically overseeing this ride, make sure.
You hit your head within the front car.
No, it was the back.
Oh, okay. Continue.
So he makes sure he puts the bar down to make sure it locks, right?
Oh no, this is not a
Well,
good idea. I can
but
see where
here's
this is
the
going
thing.
already. I can see where this is going.
The bar goes down, and
This is some
usually
Final Destination type shit. Jesus Christ.
the bar goes down, and usually it locks when you start it, not when you push down on it. So all of a sudden,
Oh no.
to get started, pushes the button, and we go. My buddy goes, the bar's not locked.
Oh no. Oh no.
Here we go, and we're basically both pushing down on the bar to make sure we don't fall out as we're doing through these twists. And it's like we're trying to tell them, hey, the bar's not locked, the bar's not locked. Ah, you guys are having a good time.
Oh my God.
Oh my, and we finally get out, and basically he stops, and we stand up before basically it comes to a complete stop. And he goes, how'd you guys do that? I said, the bar wasn't locked. What? The bar wasn't locked. Hang on, let me check this. So it's like we got off right away, and it's like, we're done. We're done.
There's a lawsuit coming here.
And that is the random lore that Papa drops once in a while.
So that is that. Let's move on. Let's get to this week. We have a graphic because I think we had guests all week and everyone can answer. It's always a long time. I brought out one of my graphics. And let me actually go to this screen so everyone can see everybody. It was this one. There you go. It is create your perfect ice cream sandwich.
Is there such a thing as a perfect ice cream sandwich?
Chris is like, what the hell? Where did this come from? He's looking at me like, where did this come from? Let me
What war did you start? What war did you start?
Started an ice cream sandwich.
This was sent to me on Instagram, so.
Oh my
If
lord.
this doesn't get comments, I don't know what will.
So.
You know what? Rich, you want to go first?
Rich actually prepared. I kept
Yeah.
this up there. So
Yeah, sure. And thank you. I'm really glad that Blake prepared me because I'm usually not an ice cream sandwich person. I'm more of a sundae, or I'm not a cone. I'm more of a bowl guy. So I would say
I respect
a
that.
combination of B1, D2, and D3. So I'm going with the chocolate mayhem with the sauce, the ice cream, and then chocolate chip cookies.
Nice.
Holy cow.
I'm gonna follow you with the B1, but instead of D, I'm gonna take the B. I think it's
I think
cookies
cookies and
and cream.
cream. Cookies and cream. Absolutely cookies and cream.
And then I'm gonna take. Just give me the whole B row.
I'm
Give me the entire B row.
I'm gonna go with the M&M dark chocolate, which is C. One C.
Is that dark chocolate, or is it just like
It's
regular chocolate?
a dark chocolate M&M.
It's like a brownie chocolate.
Yeah. And then I gotta go with because I gotta be different. No, I'm gonna do cookies and cream because come on, cookies and cream. And give me some rainbow sprinkles because I don't have double up on the M&Ms. And so that would be a 1C, 2B, and then 3A.
And now
Is 1A snickerdoodle?
1A, I believe, I believe that is Snickerdoodle.
Okay.
What's B then?
That looks like an oatmeal raisin.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with 1A
No matter what
snickerdoodle.
this man goes for, you gotta take insulin for it.
Not wrong.
And then I'm gonna go with 2C if that's mint chocolate chip.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and then my third choice is going to be 3C.
which is the M&Ms.
Yep.
So we did. I didn't hear the first two.
It was the Snickerdoodle mint chocolate chip and the M&M.
What the fuck?
Hey,
No,
you get a little bit of everything.
as respectfully as I put that, what the fuck?
You get a little bit of everything that way.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're good.
That's what it is. All right, let's get to this is not going to be as crazy as it normally is because I had to split them up above other couple shows, so it's not as crazy as it normally is. But so I gotta do it.
Have entered media mode. You have entered media mode.
Oh, it's cut off early today. That's weird.
My guitar playing is getting better.
Oh,
It is not you playing guitar for the 30th time.
Damn.
Oh my lord. Anyway, so I got 3 today. They're all videos, and they're all kind of tied in with the last week. So first of all, I'm afraid we get to this. I want to throw out there, Mr. Rich Fann over here, busiest fucking person in the last week. I was in New York a couple weeks ago. This guy was at the fucking New York Knicks parade. He was at the parade.
Holy
parade.
crap.
And I thought it was fucking chaotic being in the city for game 2. This guy was at the parade.
So, I want to ask, how was it? Because I saw it a little bit on TV. How was it like being there in person?
My son would say it was very cramped. I don't think it was. There were 2 million people there, but it was just a lot of folks very happy. There were a lot of crazy scenes. Like there were folks sitting on garbage trucks to get a better vantage point. And there was one young man who climbed up a light pole and then used the signage for a museum to hold himself up. It was almost like Rob Van Dam in a Hell in a Cell trying to figure out how to like create a new
I've
stunt.
seen some videos. Some of those videos.
So it
Well, they have
looked
chaos.
it looked like just chaos, but like a very fun kind of chaos.
I will say though, actually watching it at home, when I was planning on watching it on news broadcast, but I got so sick of the commentary because like I don't want to listen to the commentary. I just want to watch the parade. I ended up watching it on Mayor Mondani's YouTube account.
Oh, wow.
They did a live stream on Mayor Mondani's YouTube. No talking. It was just a parade.
Oh, so, okay.
It was awesome. It was so much more fun for me. It
Speaking
was
of
so much more fun for me.
Speaking of the Mayor Madani,
Mayor Mondani, great guy.
I'm gonna
Awesome
just
guy.
say his speeches are always like that.
No, yeah, that is
Yes.
his speaker.
Because I
His speechwriter was
I
amazing.
felt like I was going to fucking war
That was
after
an
he was
amazing
done
speech.
talking.
That was an amazing
I was like,
speech.
this is every time?
And I love New York City. And I love that city as it is. So
I just felt like I was going to fucking war after he was done talking. It was like,
He's
Damn.
he's a very
it's
inspirational
a fantastic speaker.
Mhm.
So,
But
So-
my thing is, when all the confetti's all over the place, how are you able to see which route you have to go on?
because it's Canyon of Heroes. Everyone knows that they have to go. It's a set place. It's a Canyon of Heroes.
I mean,
it's a Canyon of Heroes.
I mean, it looked like a goddamn snowstorm on the cameras.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind,
Yeah.
they're used to New Year's Eve, so they're easy to clean up. For them, it's easy to clean up. They're used to New Year's Eve. Keep in mind.
Yeah, like that's the one thing to Christian's point. Like after the parade was done, we stayed and walked around. I ran into some friends that were in the area, and in the 45 minutes post into the parade, they had already cleaned up most of it.
Yeah. Think about it this way. Think about New Year's Eve. If you're watching New Year's Eve, you're rocking Eve. That's all cleaned up by morning. The entire thing's done by morning. You would never have known on New Year's Day that there was a New Year's Eve celebration. You would never know.
Aren't there vehicles
Ever.
like with vacuum cleaners or
I
something?
don't know how they pull it off, but they do it all the time, and it's impressive as hell. Plus, they're used
Mhm.
to parades in New York. They do parades all the time. They do parades all the time.
So I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they have what you said, like you know, those, I think it was the sweeper trucks where they
Yeah.
just
Yep.
sweep everything into it. I'm pretty sure they might have one of those made for confetti because, to be honest, I don't think regular sweepers.
Yeah, because that's not their first Canyon of Heroes parade in the last.
Yeah. So they had one of those trucks every 2 blocks.
That is so smart.
Yeah.
But
that
the
is actually
visuals
smart.
watching on TV were amazing. The
The
visuals
visual,
were great.
you couldn't see the stage or anything through the cameras because of the confetti.
It was amazing. The ticker tape. As
Ticker
this
tape,
visual
sorry.
words.
So-
Visual words.
So my thing is, after they collect it, can they recycle it?
I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea, honestly. I have
Save
no
money
idea how
that way?
works.
You're, you're
Obviously,
like,
you don't know what the next ticker tape parade is going to be. These don't happen all the time. Ticker tape parades don't happen all the time.
the next ticker tape parade. Oh, this was the tape that we used for the Knicks celebration.
The last problem is you could probably put that shit on eBay. People
Yeah.
would buy it.
Well, and then here's where it gets nerdy because when you think about the idea of ticker tape, it started after VJ Day and people celebrating in New York, and they just took the literal ticker tape from stock market in Wall Street and tore it up and threw it in the air.
That's true.
So they will never run out of it. It's always there. Like New York's always going to have it.
So, all right, let's get
I mean,
into
it's a good thing to always have, like, you're going to have it every single time. At least use something that's, like, available always.
So this is my weird segue. So I'm going to go from the Knicks to this because during the Knicks celebration, I forgot what coach it was, decided to do the Who Let the Dogs Out thing, which, by the way, really annoyed
Mike Brown.
me. Thank you. Which really annoyed Julian Brunson. Absolutely annoyed that him. Well, I also annoyed Aaron Roberts on WFAN. I got to listen to the replay on WFAN. But anyway, but that ties into my first clip, which is at a live event with Braun Breaker, and the crowd did this. I'm not used to Breaker having a personality. I'm not used to that at all.
He was going with who was he facing?
I'm not even sure who that is.
Who is that?
I'm not sure.
That's Seth.
It might be Seth.
that Seth?
Definitely Seth.
Yeah.
Definitely
Braun
Seth.
was having. He was going with the crowd. That was. It's weird seeing him. Yeah, that's Seth. I can tell by
You see the hair. You can see the hair.
and the face.
I muted it, but yeah, you can see he's really dancing like he's dancing like crazy. It's fun. It's actually nice to see him.
He's having fun.
That's why I love house shows. You never know what's gonna happen at a house show. That's why I love house shows so much.
The house shows. You can go out of character because
It's great. I love a good house show. I love a good house show.
The biggest heel could probably just have
Or
fun.
we saw house show with John Cena and John Cena made a house show one time. So
Yeah, you could see the biggest heels have the time of their lives actually being themselves.
actually, if you remember when we were at it was a dark match for us at a show. Are you at that show or was it me and Andy? I don't remember. Oh, no, it was SmackDown. It was the SmackDown before WrestleMania, and we had Gunther. And Gunther started. We have a video. You got the video. You got the video of Gunther eating.
Oh my.
And it was semi-viral on my TikTok account.
Gunther
It was
just
semi-viral.
said, fuck it. I just started eating.
It was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. So
And I was very happy that day that I got the video.
yeah, that was semi-viral when I posted it. So next up.
That would never happen ever again.
No. So next up, we might end it. Remember, that was dark matches. You never know what happens in dark matches. So anyway,
Then he'll do it on our back.
so CM Punk. We tried out to stay political, but this is a CM Punk thing. I had to bring it up.
Okay.
CM Punk was asked if you ever would accept a invitation to the current White House. We all know CM Punk's politics, so you kind of see where this is going. But here you go.
No, I would not go.
Just no reason to.
No, I'm not. David Duke invites me over for tacos. I'm not going to David Duke's house. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's call it like I see it.
Sure.
You know, racist is a racist. I don't care if you're in the White House or you live down the street from me. Like, I'm not hanging out with you.
I don't know who that dude is that's living down the street from him, but he got called out.
Well, it's Chicago, so it's Chicago.
Bro, that one guy who actually lives down the street from Steve Punk's like, what the fuck, man?
But I love that he's asked that question in front of a UFC logo. By the way, I love that. I love that.
I saw in the background.
So
I mean, he doesn't want to see the big ballroom that we're paying for.
it's not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. But anyway, like I said, not political. But I had to bring that.
But
clip
that
up,
was
amazing.
that was the most CM Punk thing. A racist is a racist.
Racist is a racist. So there you go. And now finally, Father's Day was this past weekend. Happy belated, by the way, Rich. And Father's Day was this weekend. And we could not go a Father's Day without hearing from Christian Cage.
Everyone's father.
Yes. So Christian Cage put out a Father's Day message, and I had to share it with everybody. So here you go.
I'd like to give permission to all those people that look at their own fathers with disgust and think to themselves, what a pathetic loser this guy is. How did I come from this guy's genes? Why is the patriarch, Christian Cage, why can't he be my father? I hereby give you all permission to wish me, Christian Cage, a very happy Father's Day.
That was.
I couldn't help it.
Okay. My question is, when he did this, was he sober?
That was, well, first of all, that was right in front of the cage. I hear you, Adam Copeland do promos in front of all the time.
Yes.
Now, that part of that video was right in front of the cage and do promos in front of all the time.
Cage versus Cage.
So I had to share the happy Father's Day message from Christian Cage. I had to share
I
that.
was really expecting some kind of dead dad joke.
But that was even better. That was even better. So that is where we leave this.
How did I come from this loser?
You have left me alone. You have left me alone.
All right, let's get into the show. Let's get into things. We have some news and note before we get to the two shows we're talking about today. First of all, Rich, how much are you watching the AAA show right now?
A little bit. I try to catch up, especially with some of the stuff you're going to be talking about tonight.
I just wanted to bring it up because I need you to help me out with this one because I know you watched the old show before WWE.
Mhm.
I'd be able to help us out with this one because I'm not 100% even sure. But they based on a reaction on the broadcast. One of those things, you know what I mean? So let me actually bring it up here on my this way. We had on the last episode of the show, we had the new version of Los Perros Del Mal.
Del
Mal.
There you go. And they attacked Grande Americano at the end of the show. Talk about great heat, by the way, because this is after Grande had his 15-minute entrance.
Yeah.
And kissing more babies.
And here is the photo
Taking more
of
hands.
the new group. That is the photo of the new group. This is Daga, Bronco Nima, Angel Umberto, and Carmen Petrovich.
That is a very eclectic cast.
Yeah. I saw Carmen Petrovich, like, Carmen Petrovich in AAA? And then they had the whole group, and I'm like, okay, at least they have, at least they're trying something. But the announce team reacted. Rich, what's the history of this group that I don't know anything about?
Okay, so Perros Del Mal, if you want to compare them to someone else, I would say instead of Bullet Club, I would go back to the NWO. So this was the lucha version of the NWO. And so when you think about that, you have to think about how the original NWO did and not necessarily, everything Bullet Club Elite, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Originally, it had guys like you could have like a Conan eventually in it, but it was I wish I should have grabbed the shirt. It was very seminal in establishing this really cool heel stable. And the only thing that happened was Perro Aguayo Jr., who founded it, died about 10 years ago. And so he died in a match with Rey Mysterio, actually.
Oh, that's who that was.
That's what it was. It was when Rey gave him the 619, and it wasn't that the 619 killed him. He had already had a heart event and kind of collapsed. And so Perro Aguayo created this group as kind of like his opportunity to kind of step out. Kind of like when Eddie finally stepped away from Art Bar, and instead of being like, he took a lot of what Art did when he came to the United States and did like Lie, Cheat, Steal Eddie. That was really more Art Bar, if anyone's ever seen When Worlds Collide. Perro, when he created this group, he gave opportunities not only to folks who felt like they were kind of like outside of the booking and kind of wasn't really going to be there. He also gave a role to one of my favorite wrestlers in terms of having Taya Valkyrie.
Okay.
Because she was kind of floundering and she was trying to find a way. And so when Taya came in, she was La Muñeca was Aleister Black's wife. She was basically, in Spanish, it was crazy white chick, Loco Weda. And she would do a lot of wild stuff and she would do crazy spots, but she would still wrestle. And so when you look at that new group you put up, Daga makes sense. Bronco makes sense. The Garzas, especially with their history in Lucha Libre, makes sense. They added, what's the young lady's name?
Carmen Petrovich.
Yeah, Carmen's a good wrestler, but honestly, when you watch, I don't know if you guys saw the clips of her doing the run-in. She essentially
I watched it on the broadcast actually. So
okay, so if you watch that and then you look up like Perros Del Mal with something with Taya Valkyrie, she basically sat all weekend and watched every single match and interaction Taya had, and mimicked it perfectly, and not in a negative way. I'm not saying that to demean her, but like she took like, I'm gonna be the Taya in this role. I'm gonna nail it. Like if, for instance, you look back there at Bronco Nima. If Bronco decided I wanted to be the best version of Sean Waltman in 2026, I could be, and he's bringing those X-Pac vibes and just being an absolute scumbag. Same sort of thing. So it was out of respect. I think it's gonna do really well because they're coming at it from a perspective of one. These are all folks that get it, especially from her perspective, because I didn't know what she would do because in NXT she kind of was floundering.
Right.
And so
it was a surprise to see her. It was a surprise.
I mean, I think the last time we saw her, she was with Ashante.
Yeah,
The
I
whole
think you're right.
love
I think you're absolutely
story
right. You're absolutely
thing.
right, actually. I think that is the last time.
The thing with the new version of this group is it's kind of paying homage to the original group.
But they can also update it.
Well, I also-
And my understanding is Ray got permission to do this
That's not
from
right.
the family.
Well, keep in mind, between Ray and Taker, they're the ones that really are running the show.
This reminds me of how they redid the LWO kind of.
Yes, it's a great,
Mhm.
that's a great comparison, actually. That's a great
Or
one.
they
The tribute, it kind of almost like a tribute to Eddie Guerrero at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It really was at the end of the day. So,
And this is a staple, much like now I will expand it out to Bullet Club because we didn't see it as much with NWO. They were in CMLL, they were in AAA,
oh wow.
they were all across Mexico, depending on where Aguayo was cool at the time. And so this isn't something that's seen as why didn't CMLL do it? Because Pedro Aguayo, it was his baby. So once he passed, they kind of went their separate ways.
Gotcha. That's why they reacted the way they did.
I was
in the
also
commentary.
wondering, I
Got
thought
it.
the LWO was the Hispanic NWO, because how you made the comparison that this was, and then he told me it was the.
No. I was more joking. Right? NWO was inspired by a Japanese thing before Bullet Club.
Oh no, I was talking about LWO.
LWO was NWO. That was their way of parodying the NWO.
Okay, thank you.
It was like the BWO and ECW. Same mentality. Yeah, same mentality. Which
To be honest, I could not tell if you were joking or not. And
No,
also,
no,
I
we're
said
good.
LWO.
I didn't hear L. I didn't hear the L.
I was talking about L.
No.
I thought the LWO.
No.
was
I didn't hear the
Hispanic
L. I didn't hear the L. That's all.
That was the
was like,
Latino version.
No, what threw me off because I said LWO.
I didn't hear L. I didn't hear the L.
No,
That's my
because
fault.
I hear Japan is like that has nothing to do with Mexico.
I misunderstood what you said. That was on me. That one was on me.
No, I hear Japan was like that has
So
nothing to do with Mexico.
also announced Rey Mysterio. Speaking of Ray, he announced I love, by the way, that as Ray as GM, he gets these random little press conferences in the back for no reason. These random media calls for no reason whatsoever. I don't know why. He's not commentary. I have no idea why he's doing this, but whatever.
He has to go from the wrestling booth.
I am convinced he's the only person on the commentary team who's actually in Mexico during the show. He's the only
Yes.
one.
Yes, he is. Yes.
But anyway, he made an announcement on the show that they're going to be bringing in a former world champion from the main roster. It was announced online that it is Damian Priest. He's going to be in AAA, and it's so perfect for him. For him.
Did you see the joke that was going around?
What was the joke?
It was Jinder Mahal.
No, it was Jinder
Because
Mahal.
the joke is remember the one, I think it was a random episode of SmackDown. Welcome back at former world champion. I never thought it was the Rock. It's just Jinder Mahal. So that's the joke.
Are you going to waste my fucking time again?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, I am. But it was just. I just found it stupid. I don't know why.
But yeah, I thought
Things
this
make me laugh.
I thought this was pretty cool that Damian Priest.
Oh, and now you can work Bola.
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
I didn't even think about that. That's a great point.
Whoa.
That's a great point. I didn't even think about the Lola situation, Lola thing.
So then,
Him and Mr. Iguana.
wait, are they married?
They're dating. They're just dating currently.
Okay.
They're dating currently.
I don't know if
They're a
married.
great couple, though. They're a
You know,
great
they're
couple.
married, engaged, dating.
They're a really attractive couple. I will say that. They're a really attractive couple.
And them hips don't lie.
No, they do not.
We can tell Dan Priest an ass man.
And then some.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Waiting for Daniel to put Takeshi's toe in his butthole.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
You really are exploring the space with that sound card.
Oh,
Like,
I feel so
Wow.
violated now. Thank you very much.
I mean, I know I have to, if you're 45 and over, get a prostate exam, but that was not
You
the
know what?
method
No,
by
I was
which.
if it saves people life. I'm one of those people that can say that now. So
Yes.
anyway, I get it every time. No, I get it every
Zach,
time.
are you using the finger or the whole
Yeah,
fist?
we get it every time. Anyway, moving on.
You're done.
Moving on.
You're done.
Moving on. Actually, right before we came on, I actually finally finished watching these matches. So New Japan, we have a little New Japan G1 updates. We have a couple of additions to the bracket. Bring it up here. Aaron Wolf and Yoda Ice are now officially qualified for the G1, which is very, very cool. I'm excited for them. The irony that Yoda Ice qualified in a match that's longer than the time limit of the first round made me laugh. I'm not going to lie. Because the match was 29 minutes and the time limit for the first round was only 20 minutes. So that made me laugh.
You know what made that fun? What would have made that funny if it was like 21 minutes?
Well, the Aaron Wolf won in 1948. That was the time on his match. Like, wow.
What the? Like, is he like a submission guy?
He is a judo. He's a judo Olympic champion.
Okay.
Legitimately, he legitimately won Olympic gold in judo. Legitimately, and he's getting better. He's getting a lot better than he was even back then.
Is he similar to Karrion Kross? Or
No, I
better?
wouldn't say that. But I can't even compare him to anybody. Aaron Wolf, what would you really compare him to?
He would have been essentially, for them, their hope was that he was going to be their Kurt Angle. but it hasn't turned out that way. He hasn't really had the personality for it. So I would say Mark Henry, where Olympian.
Perfect. And it can only get better from here because it's only his first year at the end of the day. It's only his first year. The fact that he qualified for the G1 is pretty cool because we get to see him.
What I always do is I try to find someone that compare someone to so I know what to look forward to. Or
yeah, Mark Henry's a great comparison. But and then so I will say, by the way, I found it funny that was actually Yuta Ice's first singles win.
Really?
Today, that was pretty funny when I watched that. And finally, the main event of night 1 has been announced. For those who don't know, me and Christian will be in attendance for night 1 of the G1 in Chicago, and it's going to be in a couple of weeks. And the main event is announced the rematch of Wrestle Kingdom main event. Takeshita versus the IWGP World Champion Yota Tsuji.
Is Takeshita the television champion still?
Yes, I forgot to put that in there. But yeah, but it is the main event of night 1. We're getting at least up to 20 minutes of these two fighting in the main event, which is going to be fucking great. Wow. On top of everything else we're going to get to see that night. Do you think we'll get to see Yoda's new finisher? Probably. What do you call it? I don't remember the name of it right off the top of my head right now, but something. It's just Blaster whenever. We will do a full preview, obviously, and we get closer to the G1 because we still have 2 more qualifying matches to go. Master Blaster. That sounds Blaster. That sounds so
Gene Blast.
What was that?
Gene Blast? Is that what you're trying to remember?
I think it's a spear.
But yeah, I will give
Fire Blaster.
Yeah, we'll have 2 more weeks. In 2 weeks, we'll do a full preview of night 1 of the G1.
I did finally get to see the video of the new finisher.
Isn't that cool though?
It is a running Saito suplex.
What I liked about it in that match was the fact that it was a brand new finishing move. He broke out for the first time against Newman to beat him. And Newman would not have seen it coming, which I like that detail of it. There's a great little detail of that move.
It's always the tiny details that get wrestling fans.
Yeah, that was a cool little detail that I greatly appreciated. The fact that obviously Newman's not going to see it coming, so you're not going to kick out of it or expect it or counter it or anything like that. I like that detail. So, all right, let's move on. A couple of little side stories here. First of all, it was officially announced that Natty Neidhart is now in the Guinness Book of Record now for the 7th time for most submissions by a male or female in WWE history. This is her 257th submission. She beat Jada Parker last Tuesday on NXT, which is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Remember for a while her whole gimmick was the Guinness World Record book.
Yeah.
And then she proceeded to lose in three seconds.
Yeah, but this is her 7th record now, which is insane.
What did she lose to?
I don't remember.
I know she.
Does that include the stuff she does with TJ?
No, this is just her record. This is her.
No. But I remember her because you didn't like her because she put a for the time shirt. She put a colon and not the actual time thing, and he would make fun of her every single time she came out. Like, God damn it, with the wrong thing. And I remember it so perfectly.
I get weird about stupid shit like that. I did that. Like,
with every time.
I'm not as bad as Ray Kelly with grammar, but still things.
Yes, I was gonna say I work for somebody that is definitely dogged when it comes to.
Wait, this is for Rich. I'm listening to everything at work today. And the first 5 minutes, I was dropped what I was doing, bursting out laughing. You were reacting to Wade Gretchen and grammar. I was bursting out laughter. I was like, I work with myself, so it's not a big deal. But I was bursting out laughter while I was working.
Yeah, it was like, I don't even know anymore, man. Like I said, I was just going to go to emoji-based podcasting.
So, and then the other news that broke is, I'll pay people attention to the future. New Japan and CMLL are doing a big crossover event called Lucha Kingdom. Wow. That will be in Arena, Mexico on November 16th.
I read Luigi's Kingdom.
Luigi's Kingdom?
Luigi Kingdom?
I read Luigi's Kingdom. And I don't know how.
When did Nintendo get in on this?
You know what? That one is surprising.
So, I just wanted to put that out there, and we'll keep an eye on it. By the way, CMLL announced their 60th sellout of the year today. I saw that this morning on Instagram that their 60th sellout this year.
So, which
is absolutely insane knowing that it's the end of June.
So now CML has a working relationship with 2 wrestling organizations.
Well, they're working with Japan and AEW. So all 3 companies are kind of work together now. So they're all going to be a part of
like a triangle.
What? Yeah.
Please stop messing with hands. You used to have a gang sign, probably.
You probably did.
I want to ask though, which one is the better Mexican like wrestling show you like which one would be
that's a
better,
good
CMLL
question.
or AAA?
Is CMLL
If you-
older? Is CMLL older?
If you want to show someone Mexican wrestling, which one would you
I
want to
feel
show?
like, as much as I enjoy AAA, I think you should show them a show at Arena Mexico. You gotta show them a show at Arena Mexico, in my personal opinion. I love that venue.
Yeah, so CMLL was the original one, and they all worked together. And then in the mid 90s, around 91, 92, that's when AAA broke off and became its own thing. And they've been fighting ever since.
Yep.
And so that's basically the story. AAA has always been more of a WWE adjacent, where you had the characters and you had the storylines. And CMLL does, obviously, you guys see, you have matches where wrestlers are coming in and they're fighting baby dragons and all sorts, and they still have the ring girls that look like. So it's both, but I would say, yeah, to Blake's point, I would absolutely take someone to a CMLL show first.
It was a genuine question because
Mhm.
what I'm thinking of when it comes to two matches that I've watching like know of,
absolutely,
is the Grande versus Grande match for a good
epic.
AAA, and for CMLL, Mystico versus MJF.
That was really damn cool too. That was damn cool.
Like, I'm saying, which match do you show between?
What's interesting? Well, the thing is, right now, I would say people gotta watch that fucking Andrade match, especially with the intro, especially with that introduction video. But
I would cheat and take both of those off the table, and I would say, and I'm gonna, darn it, where can I put it? I was gonna say I thought we had a chat. I was gonna throw it in the chat. But I would say for you all, like, and for anyone listening, if you look up, I just threw it to Blake. It's Atlantis versus Viano 3, Mask versus Mask. If you watch that match, you'll see why people love Lucha Libre, because everything you saw in El Grande 1 and versus 2 is in this, but with wrestlers who've been wrestling for 20 some odd years.
Got it.
Like, neither guy you ever thought would lose their mask. And it's like, I remember watching that quote unquote live. I maybe saw it like a day later.
Whatever.
But the emotion in the
live to
arena.
you.
Yeah. It was just.
I'm sorry.
Well, what's really weird is when.
Yeah, Rich was so busy. Got it, Rich.
I'm sorry.
Got it, Rich. Oh, yeah. Good.
Oh, go ahead, Mark. I'm gonna always lead to the elder first. No, I mean in a good way, not like Elder Lee. I always go with he's the senior dad on duty right now.
With CMLL is that because it's been established longer and you've got stars that have been loyal to it, it's really more physical type of wrestling where basically the stars aren't afraid to take chances and do bumps and everything else and blood in. But it sticks to traditional or as much as it can Lucha Libre without getting overly cinematic.
Yeah. All right.
Complicated.
Let's get back to American Wrestling. Let's jump over to TNA. They have a show on Sunday afternoon. It's some Slammiversary, which they were the first ones to move because I don't blame them for doing that. Honestly, I can't blame them for doing that. Once Forbidden Door was announced, we'll do this like we do the Japan shows, where we go through the show, and if everyone wants to jump in with a comment, we'll do it that way, so we don't sit here for hours going through 2 cards. So first things first, we have the TNA International Championship Open Challenge. Mustafa Ali is defending. We don't know who he's facing.
Why is it called Order 4?
He named it that.
Like, why?
It's his order because he's doing the whole political character thing.
But why 4?
Because there was 4 of them when it started.
Okay.
There was 4 of them. There's 4 of them. It was 4 of them when they started. The data somebody knew since then, but I started with 4.
Okay.
They started with 4. But Rich, do you have any hint who this could be? I haven't looked up anything. No,
the only clue they gave is that it's a WWE legend that is a former champion. Okay. So that leaves a lot. So I got
it's all the free agents right now. It's actually not a bad hint.
Speaking of
not Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. For all you guys, it could be amazing.
Speaking of WWE legend,
world champion, not hardcore champion.
Speaking of WWE legend, there's another joke for instead of Damian Priest, it was Juan Cena. John Cena's retired. Juan Cena isn't.
So moving on. In a match that apparently is for the catalog of Elijah for some reason.
What?
Francis versus Elijah, which is
yes.
That wasn't even a joke, by the way. That was not a joke. That's actually the storyline. Is that AJ Francis bought Elijah's likeness and catalog. That's not a joke.
What?
That is what happened.
You know,
So-
just keep going.
So Elijah is trying to get the rights. Is that
Apparently,
it?
that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Ricky Sosa is finally making his pay-per-view debut against Eric Young. Eric Young apparently hit a power dive on her, and that put Ricky Sosa out for 2 months, apparently. And he came back to
A
attack
pretty
him.
damn good power drive.
So he woke up from his coma. Is
He
that
came
it?
back and cost Eric Young a title match, and that's
No,
why we're here.
Eric Young targeted BDE and then Ricky Sosa back to back. Like, Jesus
What's his
Christ.
obsession with young black guys?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. He back to
Had a lot of questions.
and then Ricky Sosa. What the fuck?
So, all right.
Ironically, Eric, is Eric married?
I don't know if he actually is. I don't think he's married. I don't even know anymore. I'm not
If
gonna
he
look.
was, his wife's black.
Well, in TNA history month, he's technically still married to ODB.
Right.
Technically, they never got divorced.
TNA history's fascinating.
Eddie Edwards.
We're losing every single time.
I'm like, I don't even know how to like these things are sucker punching me every single time. Like right now, Blake is hitting me with like Wade level like jabs every single time.
That one wasn't me. That one wasn't me. On the record. All right, Eddie Edwards with Luis Edwards with the system are facing off against Moose. Finally, we're getting this match. I'm excited for this really much. I expect Moose to win this.
Yeah, I'm about to say, just get
Is
this
this going to be the finalization?
I hope so. I hope this is the end of this. I hope this is the end of the Moose system thing because I feel like this has been going on forever at this point.
I thought the system disbanded. But...
No, the system they rebooted.
They
the new
rebooted
group.
the system.
With a new group. They kicked out Moose and then JDC retired. So they had a reboot thing. So the system's still together, they just rebooted and they actually made him more heel. Which is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing whatsoever.
Especially, okay, the only thing about that is, especially when Moose was the whole entrance, that would not work anymore.
It's hard to do that entrance to be a heel. It really is.
That's the equivalent. When Oba was when he first started out, he was heel. When people started doing the Wakanda Forever,
Yes!
you couldn't
The hook.
him.
When it started doing the and then
You couldn't boo him.
building.
Like you could not.
And that was the biggest thing.
And now-
we'll get to him in a little while.
It's the most over fucking thing now.
We'll get to him in a little while. We can move
And
on
that too.
to the TNA Knockout Tag Team Championship match. It is the Elegance brand, Heather and by Elegance, with the personal concierge and probably Ash versus Rosemary and Allie.
Is Ash?
Allie, who just came back from the dead.
Why not? Is
Well, it
Ash,
actually happened. That actually happened. She came back from the dead.
wait, is Ash Dana Brooke or?
Yes.
Okay.
But I totally expect Rosemary and Allie to win these titles finally and whatnot.
Please get these off.
I totally expect it.
Can,
Rich.
can, they,
Mhm. Yeah, I'm with you.
can they do one more thing? Somehow make the personal concierge disappear?
The problem, I really wanted the personal concierge to go into the undead realm for fun, but it didn't.
That
happen.
would have been funny.
That didn't happen.
I
But
want-
that would have fitted perfectly. I thought that would have been amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
I want someone to put him on a table and do a
They've done,
splash.
they've done that, and he's still here. He's gone through tables. He's still here.
Okay,
All right,
you know what?
2 tables.
No, I got you. So what you gotta do is get a barbed wire wrap table, put some glass on it, put some thumbtacks, light that bitch on fire, power drive, and do it. Call it a day.
Well, with that being said,
That wasn't even bad. That's just me doing dumb shit. That's not even me being mad. That shit like fucking game logic.
that's something that you would see on an anime series.
No,
Yeah.
you're wrong. That's what you see in WWE 2K26 when the game wants to fucking work.
All right.
Oh, I got shit about the game. I'll say afterwards.
Moving on.
They broke it again.
Moving on.
All
TNA
right.
World Tag Team Championship ladder match. It is the System, Brian Myers and Bear Bronson versus the Hardys versus the Righteous.
Why?
What is that? That's what I was gonna say too.
The Hardys is the only face team in this.
The Hardys and the Righteous are in a feud. They had that weird garbage match thing, and then the Broken Hardys are back for I don't know why. Will the Wisp is back for some reason. We don't really know why. Jeff Hardy almost died on Impact a couple weeks ago.
Wait, how did he almost die?
He almost died in that Guardians match thing. He had some weird shit going on. Yeah, instead of having them against each other again, let's put them in a ladder match and attach the titles for no real reason. That's what this is. So, and oddly enough, I actually was, you know, here's the crazy part. I'm I'm gonna say something that a lot of people are gonna be talking about.
Go ahead.
I would not be mad if the Red Sox won the titles. I would not be mad. I wouldn't be mad.
I think you're. I just don't want Jeff Hardy to die. Please don't die,
No,
Jeff.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Also, I just want to say now, I'm really gonna say it. Jeff Hardy in WWE, well, when he got later years, was completely a botched mess.
Here he's.
But now, for some reason, he just went back in time 20 years.
The Hardys
has
and
not
TNA are
aged.
insane. I mean, funny part is, Rich, I was finding clips for your video, right? And ironically, one time you were here, we were talking about, this is like 4 years ago, and we were talking about the Hardys looking amazing at TNA. And here we are still talking about the Hardys looking amazing at TNA. We're still talking about this.
What my mind goes to is Jeff Hardy completely fucking up a whisper in the wind every time he would go for it in WWE.
And now he does it like nothing happened. Nothing.
Like he was
There's some magic. There's some magic in
connect
TNA.
with it, because my immediate thoughts goes to Jinder Mahal where he completely misses it. And
It's
then,
such a Jinder Mahal today.
which is ironic. And then I think it's the
Please
second
forward
time.
all
Third time. It's the third time
comments.
Jinder Mahal's gonna put up his. I put him up too. Remember? It's the third time now.
And the second time was when he almost fell with Chris Jericho.
Yeah, it's
And then now it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna do it like I'm 20 years old again.
pretty much. It's like I need to know what the fuck's going on in their life. There were Chris Van Vliet podcasts, and like Jeff's talking about
They're
like,
taking their vitamins.
and there's something going on. I have no clue what it is. They found that legitimate found an abuse.
But
Legitimately.
it kind of reminds me, like, the best match that I've seen him would be the Hardys and the Dudleys.
No, well, yeah, but we're not talking about that because that was a retirement match last year.
Yeah, but that's how on spot they were.
Yeah,
And then Devon and Bubba does not look.
but yeah. So I see the Righteous winning. What about you, Rich?
I think so. I if it's not the Righteous, I can see the Hardys with a little sneaky, but I don't think it's the time for them to win
Wait,
it back
do you
right
think
now.
they'll bring out the rope ladder again?
I think they are.
So, all right.
I like it how Matt had to hold down the weight so Jeff could climb it, so it just wouldn't spin.
Yeah.
All right,
The
let's move on.
Righteous is-
TNA X Division Championship Ultimate X match. One of my favorite matches.
Holy, they brought it back.
This is actually because fucking Daria made this Leon Slater's rematch club, which I hate that, by the way. I hate the fact that she did that. But anyway, it's Cedric Alexander defending against Leon Slater, Frankie Kazarian, Amazing Red, who's fucking crazy.
Yes.
Mr. Elegance, Fabian Aichner, and Casey Navarro.
And Cedric has 7 people.
Yeah, but oh, by the way, so people, I talked about this actually.
Eichner or Aichner?
Fabian Aichner.
Aichner?
Aichner. But I will say something about Amazing Red. I talked about this actually. Remember I did that solo show after Mania weekend, talking about the shows I watched on Mania week. I saw Amazing Red wrestle 2 different matches. His match against Bandito was one of the best matches I saw all WrestleMania weekend. All WrestleMania weekend. So he still got it. He just doesn't do it on the main show. So he's going to be fucking amazing in this.
To bring Amazing Red in for this.
It's perfect to the history.
Yes,
It's perfect to the
yes.
history. But
And basically just take out Mr. Flippin' Elegance.
they need a base. They need a base.
Yep.
He's there to be the base.
The big guy?
Yeah, that's why he's here. He's
Okay.
the only one.
Okay, he can be a base.
But that's the whole point.
If you basically put him flat on the floor, you can be a base.
Dad, here's the problem.
Yes.
Stop your hatred for the Elegance Man for 2 minutes and think logically about a match like this.
Right.
You need a base. It's like in a ladder match
Yeah.
when they put the Big Show in a ladder match.
Yeah.
He's never going to win it. He's there to catch people. That's why Mr. Elegance is here.
Oh, actually, there's a one time, which just the Big Show, where he brought in his own ladder because the
Yeah.
ladder would not save
I
lives.
know,
Yeah,
but my whole
yeah.
point though is that the whole reason he's here is to catch it.
You need like
Right.
Kane or Big Show kind of a thing.
Exactly. That's what Mr. Elegance is here for.
Or more recently was, well, not recent, but like
Braun
Braun
Strowman would
Yes.
do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
Mhm.
But no, that's what he's here for. Rich, who's running this thing?
I think it's going to be Leon Slater.
Yeah, I'm leaning to Leon Slater getting his belt back too.
Speaking
That's
of
where I'm
big
leaning
guys,
to.
where did Keith Lee go?
He got sick and he got
Mhm.
hurt, and then he's in AEW jail for some reason.
He's kind of on hiatus.
He's in AEW jail, as I said.
I was like,
Well, yeah, I'm going to go Leon Slater as well. I'm thinking the same
Yeah,
thing.
Okay,
Actually.
I'm gonna go out of the backside. I'm gonna say that there's a chance for Amazing Red.
no, you're
No,
no,
he's
no.
not. He doesn't work here. He
No.
literally is here for the night.
You should go with your favorite wrestler, Mr. Elegance. There you go.
All right.
You too.
TNA Knockouts World Championship. It is Leon Lee versus Zaya Brooks. And this match is finally happening. So, by the way, I love Zaya Brooks' size music. And I'm not going to mention that. This is my comment on it. I love Zaya Brooks' size music when she was a babyface because that was my one of my anthems for my cancer battle. So when they changed the song, I understand why they had to do it because she's a heel and we can't come out to poppy music anymore.
What was her theme?
It was Simple Plan. It was Simple Plan. That my brain is not working right now, but it was Simple. No, come on, you know the song. We fucking have a video. Where I Belong. Where I Belong, Simple Plan. That was her music for the longest time, and they changed it to a different music now. So I was kind of sad with it, but I understand why they did it. It's appeal now. This has got to be legally retaining, right, Rich?
Yeah. That makes it makes a lot of sense. Zaya's the defense of the month or defense of the pay-per-view, and she gets to have a good show.
It doesn't deserve to have pay-per-view. Don't get me wrong, it does deserve to be here. So, and finally, our main event, which it might be the most predictable event we've had in a while. It is the TNA World Championship. It is Mike Santana defending Nick Nemeth, cashing in his Call Your Shot gauntlet match.
Oh, this
title shot is his call. He called that in advance. He got the main event of Slammiversary.
And then now this finally says
this is it for the year. This is about the part.
So this is finally
the final one.
Both the shots have been used now.
Exactly.
Frankie
won the title.
So with that being said, could Nick make it 2 for 2?
I literally got the exact same question, and I think Nick's winning the title because I would really like Santana's contract expiring soon, and he's leaving the company.
Where do you think he's going?
WWE. I think he's coming, or even Triple A. He's down Triple A.
I think Triple A could work better for him.
But I love Mike Santana, and I would love to see him in August when we're at lockdown. But I just don't see him being the champion. I just don't see it. I see Nick Nemeth winning the title here. Plus, then you have 2 for 2 on the cash-ins. It's just weird how that looks at that.
Unless TNA resolves cash flow issues.
Well, that's not even the thing. They have a lot of cash flow. They have to re-sign him.
Here's a little funny thing I want to ask. Which one has a better chance of winning, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet or the Money in the Bank?
Lately, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. I think that everyone cashes in and they win their titles. I think everyone's done that.
With the exception of, there's it's 100% for Call Your Shot, and there's at least 4 failures with Money in the Bank.
Maybe you can think on top of your head. but Call Your Shot's 100%, which is crazy when you think about it. Especially if Nick wins this match, it's 100%.
That's just crazy when you put it like that.
Didn't Jordan Grace also win this once too? And she cashed in and won the title. Like they got intergender, and both sides of the coin have won their titles.
I believe it's the same as the option C without
the match is intergender.
Oh.
Yeah. The matchup after Glory is intergender.
Oh, and then they
face each other. Men and women face each other. Whoever wins it, then you get your title shot with that.
Oh, okay.
It's an intergender match. It's an intergender match. It'll make it cool. It'll make it cool, actually. So Nick Nemeth wins the title that you're saying, Rich? I didn't even hear you.
Oh, yeah. I was saying that. I was also, to your point, just agreeing with the title situation, because if you even go back and think about option C with the X division, I think that's 100% as well, where they have once a year you can hand that in and get a world title shot. Go ahead, Blake.
I was just adding the detail to it. That's all. I need to what you were saying. Detail. If the X Division champion can cash in his title for a title shot, for a world title shot,
cash in the X Division title.
Yeah, that's the thing. Austin Aries started that way back in the day.
So
for instance, Cedric Alexander.
Yeah.
Currently, the X Division champion can cash in his X Division championship for a world title shot.
Do you just drop the title?
It's called option C, and then it goes vacant, and then they have the whole thing.
Okay.
Then he goes vacant.
So is it the equivalent of using I know it doesn't happen, but giving up the North American Championship for an NXT Championship?
Exactly. It's exactly the same mentality.
Okay, because I'm just trying to put it in perspective.
No, it's 100% accurate. 100% exactly.
I've never heard of that.
It happened all the time. It happens a lot.
I've never heard of it.
The reason it works like that, Christian, compared to other secondary titles, is the very nature of the X division, where you're challenging limits and you're always you could take on any weight, you could take on any gender. Okay. So they're like, hey, I'm gonna take this, and rather than play it safe, I'm gonna make the risk of I'm not a champion leaving this when I could have just stayed X Division champ.
So it's all out or nothing, pretty much, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
It's just I've never heard of a title you could just give up for a main title opportunity.
As we say all the time, though.
Yeah. TNA history's fascinating.
So, that's randomly. I heard that randomly. Ironically, I heard that on a broadcast last year. Randomly, he was talking about the Knockouts Tag Team Championship history and how Eric Young and ODB have the longest reigning championship. That's where that clip came from. So, anyway, let's get to WWE. Before we get to the champions, we had one title change happen, and that is the Street Profits won back the Tag Team Championships with help from being the division, with help from Seth Rollins and Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears.
And they won the World Tag Team Championships, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy for them.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like how the match ended personally, but I like the fact they won the belts.
Also, I'm gonna say this is the best both films looked.
They're looking amazing. That was my first stat today. So this morning when I woke up, they have won every possible version of the tag team titles since they came up from NXT, including the NXT titles. They won the They won the NXT, and then they won the original Raw and SmackDown ones.
The red and blue ones.
And then they won this one and the SmackDown version too.
Jesus.
They won all 5 versions of the titles since they've been in the company. All 5 versions.
Now the only one they're missing is the women's tag titles.
But when it comes to men's titles,
I got him.
Here's the thing with Dawkins. Dawkins is like in the best shape I've ever seen him.
That's called the push. I mean, that's how you got to push. So,
and both of them look good, and it's great, and I hope they have a long reign.
Speaking of that being in the best shape, last time Montez Ford was seen in like a house show, he was like he had a bulk on, like some fat on him. Little belly, and I was like, is he just doing that for Bianca?
That wouldn't
no, that wasn't a bad thing. Like,
I like that.
The support, like, you know,
yeah, sympathy weight. That happens around.
That's a thing.
Because everyone was making fun of it. I was like, it's just probably something to like, it's sympathy kind of thing. Because everyone's like, oh, he's got a tummy now. It was probably for Bianca, to, like, just to make sure it's like she's not alone in this.
Is that kind of like the freshman 10?
The what?
When you're a freshman, you gain 10 pounds. In your freshman year.
Is crickets on there anymore?
Never mind.
Crickets on that board? I forgot. There it is. That works for me.
It's
anyway, all right, moving on. Let's go to Night of Champions, which is happening in the afternoon. I think it's funny. In the afternoon.
No. Here comes the afternoon of champions. Here we go.
But I will say this about Night of Champions, by the way. We will be watching it live because we are going to be at a Rage Room on Saturday morning for this kid's birthday.
Nice. Happy birthday.
And then we'll watch the show.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you.
But we're going to a Rage Room with the family.
Yeah.
So,
I won't be watching live as well. I'll be driving to, I think it's Jeffersonville, Indiana. My buddy Steve is wrestling at Pawcade with Sean Ross Sapp against their local tag team. And so...
That's a weird sentence you just said.
That's
a weird sentence.
It's very weird. He's a nurse by day, and he comes out of retirement to wrestle folks.
Because you know what? Why not? Yeah, Britt Baker did it. Why not him?
So, all right, let's move on. Let's do this. We have
so the champions.
The first time that the United States Women's United States Championship is being defended on a PLE officially.
Saturday's main event.
That's not a PLE. That's not a main event. That's not a main event. That's different. And by the way, this is actually the first time since then, since the title actually happened. I read that because usually they defend it on SmackDown before the show. Usually. But we have Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill. In normal circumstances, I would be like, well, Jade's winning this belt. But it's obvious Charlotte's going to interfere and cost Jade her belt.
Yes.
Right? So, Rich,
Concur.
Perfect.
There'll be another wig mishap.
Can I do the next match?
Absolutely.
So we have
WWE United States Championship.
Ricky Sainz versus Rich Fann here.
So, Chuck Williams, champion with Little Yachty, who by the way was before I forget, Chuck Williams, the newly married Chuck Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Lash just got married. And there is pictures from their wedding from People Magazine.
That hat on
I was joking around that Trick is the first I've ever seen Trick with a closed shirt. Trick with a closed shirt.
That's true.
No, let me explain what that was. And then when the picture of the hat came out, I looked at Andy, I'm like, you know what happened was Lash's family told him his mom told him he had to button up the shirt. And his way of saying, fine, but I want to wear this hat.
Well, there you go.
No, the original. There's cons. Here's a concept outfit. It was just an open suit. That's it.
Well, there are pictures. Actually, pictures of the pictures that are not coming out from the wedding, and there is the pictures of him. He did by the reception. He was only wearing the actual tucked shirt, not anything underneath. By the time they got to the reception,
My question is who's taller of the two?
Oh, Trick by far.
Okay.
Well, Lash is a former WWE player, so like you never. It's really.
Speaking of, I want to give Lash credit. She's been getting better in the ring,
and she's absolutely gorgeous here, by the way.
The first time in NXT with Metaphor, she's been getting so much better in the ring.
So Trick, the newly married Trick Williams, that Little Yachty was at his wedding, by the way. Because apparently the besties now, apparently for real.
Wait, was Hayes there?
I didn't see pictures of it, but it wasn't surprising. So Trick versus Ricky Sainz. You gotta keep the ball on Trick. because you have to have Melo versus Trick for the title. You have to.
Yeah.
Are they saving it for SummerSlam at this point? Like, are they saving it? Because
I think they are.
SummerSlam, isn't Melo getting married in September?
Yes.
Supposedly, yes.
Melo and Kalani are getting married in September.
Supposedly.
So,
You want to finish that storyline?
but yeah, you have to do it. But do it at SummerSlam.
Finish the story. I'm sorry.
Do it the biggest way you can do it. So Trick retains. We have a steel cage match between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Even though Seth said he was done with the division was not done with him.
Speaking of Seth versus Braun Breaker, I'm gonna go on a rant real quick.
Oh, please do.
Put a, you know what? Seth, for the love of God, don't try to do the Will Ospreay spots. He tried 2 spots from Will Ospreay last time they had a match, and I noticed immediately he tried to go for the float over Liger Bomb, which whatever the fuck that was, and he tried to do the what everyone says the Super Saiyan Will Ospreay spot where someone does a hurricane off the ropes and he lands on his feet like nothing ever happened. Seth tried it. He fell. Do not try to become Will Ospreay. You cannot be like him. You cannot become Will Ospreay. Just stop.
There you go.
Good day.
Okay.
Also, you almost fucking broke your ankle trying to do the goddamn landing spot over there.
That's true.
Whatever the fuck that flip was. This is why Will Ospreay is so much better than you. Good day.
Anyway, this is a toss-up really because Braun could use the win, but Seth is probably going to get the win based on the story. Rich?
Will we see a spear through the steel cage? Probably not.
Well,
Yeah, and Braun can do his own thing once he breaks off from the Chuckle Boys over there because it's just.
I'm going to use that from now on. I'm going to call people the Chuckle Boys.
But yeah. Well, by the way, go out of your way. People who haven't listened to it yet. Paul Heyman was on Chris Dunphy's podcast on Tuesday. It was one of the best interviews I've heard in a while. So I think go out of your way to listen to that interview. About 2+ hours, and it was fantastic.
I saw a clip about his ponytail.
Yeah, it was 2+ hour interview. It was actually really good.
So,
it was really good.
So is.
But who's winning, guys? Who's winning?
You know what? I want Braun to win.
I got him go with Seth.
Okay,
So my thing is Logan Paul the new mouthpiece until
Rich me and him agree on Seth.
Okay.
So is Logan Paul the new mouthpiece until
I want
Paul
Braun
gets
to win,
back?
but Seth's gonna win.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
All right.
You mean mop head looking motherfucker? You mean the mop head looking motherfucker?
Let's get to the king and queen of the ring. Let's start with the women. We have
I'm annoyed by this match.
Io Sky versus the women's world champion.
Yeah, that's
Liv Morgan.
That's my problem.
Why is Liv in there? Why is Liv there?
That is my problem. It's the women's world champion in the finals for a match that can give you a title shot.
It doesn't make any sense. And the crazy part is,
It's protecting her title.
I don't give a fuck.
Here's the thing. It technically, based on precedent from the past King of the Rings, Io wins this match. She faces the champion from her show, which is Liv.
Right.
Technically, they never said otherwise.
Rhea's the other champion, right?
Yeah, Rhea's over on SmackDown. But technically.
Oh wait, so if Liv wins, then it's gonna be.
So she said that because she wants to face Rhea.
Yes.
But technically, based on the rules, which I'll explain, which will make more sense for the King of the Ring in a minute. Based on the rules they set, precedent they set, that means that if Io wins this, then she would just face Liv again at SummerSlam.
Yep.
What? I don't make any sense at all.
That's my problem with this. Is why the fuck is Liv in this? And I didn't think she was gonna go to the fucking finals.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Io wins. I hope Io wins.
But it was really nice seeing a submission win off of Liv. It was really unique to see her take out work on Charlotte Flair's leg. It was really nice to see a submission win for once.
It was that was a nice surprise.
It was. It's really weird seeing her do a submission.
So I expect Io to win this, though,
Yes.
right, guys?
Io. I just don't think that Liv's gonna be able to keep up with Io Sky.
I'm gonna talk about this next match. Go.
So the King of the Ring final, it is Oba Femi versus Jey Uso. But so I'm picking Oba officially, just for the record. I said Oba was going to win this. I can't change my pick now. I said from the very beginning Oba was going to win this. But I will say this: part of the storyline that people are missing. People are missing this part of the storyline, and I heard this on all the podcasts I listened to recently, and no one's bringing this up. Based on the rules of the match, no matter what Roman Reigns says, and Adam Pearce can bring this up if Jey wins this match. Technically, Roman can say Jay's going to go after Cody, but Pearce can literally say, "I never said you could pick your champion. I said you would face it. The rules are you face the person on your brand. So Jay's facing you at SummerSlam."
Yep.
That's that. If Jay wins, that's the part people are missing. I think people are missing that little detail that I think is going to happen if Brock Lesnar interferes and Jay wins.
But
So
another thing is, one, what the fuck happened to Jey Uso? Like, what?
We went through this last week.
I'll bring it back up. What the fuck happened to him?
Yeah.
Because he's over here having an asthma attack doing his fucking entrance. He's like, you know what, LA Knight? And he's like, someone give him a fucking inhaler. And then also, it's just like, in the middle of a promo, you run it back. The disrespect to LA Knight.
But I like the fact that they do that. He can do that as a heel, though.
Yeah.
He can do that as a heel, but he's not a heel. He's a face.
Yeah.
I don't know what he is right now, because technically with his Roman, he's a heel, but he's by himself as babyface because he's raised fucking Javon Evans' arm and like over on SmackDown. None of this makes any sense. Jay makes no sense right now. It makes no sense.
That's the problem. They don't know what the fuck he's doing. But then everyone and their mother have been wanting Jey Uso to lose this match. Everyone is just saying, kill him. Kill him.
Oba is ridiculous.
If Brock does not interfere, a funeral will happen for Jey Uso.
Yeah,
Brock. Here's the unknown factor that I'm trying to figure out is dissension with Solo.
I don't think Solo didn't do with this.
and Roman.
Yeah, but I don't think that has anything to do with this match. No. This match, because we don't have time to go off on things. So there's nothing to do with this match.
I'm looking at, is there going to be any outside interference from Bullet?
Roman's not going to come out to Saudi Arabia for this. No, he's not on the show. Solo's not. They're not going to fly Solo out for this. The only person they're going to fly out for this interference is going to be Brock, and I'm shocked they're going to pay Brock Lesnar a wasted appearance for literally interfere to set up a SummerSlam match.
But no, if Brock does not interfere, Jey Uso, it was good seeing you live.
Yeah, Oba's going to win this.
I'm serious.
See, actually, I'll give a theory. I'll give you one.
Austin?
No, Oba.
Again!
I'm hearing that joke all the time. That's why I know Solo. Oba. If Oba wins this thing.
Just the theory.
Oba wins this thing because there's a whole joke thing going around that Oba could wrestle twice at SummerSlam. Which I don't like that idea personally, but if you're going to go with that, you have Oba win this. And then when he's doing his promo on Raw in Jersey on Monday, he gets interrupted by Brock, and Brock says, I also, remember, Brock had his SummerSlam title match exactly the same way. Brock won the King of the Ring to face The Rock at SummerSlam 2002. I think a lot of people forget that little detail. That Oba literally did the exact same thing Brock did. Literally the exact same thing. So I can see Brock coming out and saying, but I still want to face you. I forgot what I was listening to today. Maybe it was Zach Haydorn and Wade. So on a theory that maybe Gunther wins the main event, we'll get there in a minute, and Brock challenges Gunther at SummerSlam in his title versus career. That's another theory that I've heard. But hold on, before I forget, everyone is it Oba or Jay? What did we decide on here?
Everyone raise your hand for Oba winning.
Rich, Oba or Jay?
I'm gonna go with Jay.
Okay, fair enough. So let's get to the main event. That goes back to what I was saying. WWE Championship is Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther versus Sami Zayn, and
gets him every time.
And I love Zach Haydorn's theory about this, that Gunther can win. Not every time he do that. Gunther wins the title, and because Oba won his thing, and Oba's going after Roman, Brock needs something to do, so he goes after Gunther, and Gunther says, "If you want me a title versus career," and then Sammy, who's pissing off Cody ananyway, the two of them have a one-on-one match at SummerSlam, and then you have two matches coming out of this instead of just one.
But
Technically 3 matches.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about 3 different matches.
Yeah.
And then you can also do Jay versus Solo. So that's 4 matches coming out of 2 matches.
But
right
then
here.
also,
but then down the
Christian,
road.
Go ahead.
But then also, people do want Brock versus Oba 3.
Absolutely. But you can still, I almost don't know if people actually care as much about that if Brock is over the title shot. You know what I mean? Over the title shot. So
that's the only thing. If Brock doesn't interfere, then that whole thing is out the window. But if Brock interferes, then people are going to be pissed, but then people get Brock versus Oba 3.
Exactly. It's a weird thing.
There is no true win-win situation.
It's a weird one.
My thing is,
I love that, by the way. I love the fact that we have no idea, and there's so many options. There's so many
So
options.
roll the dice at this point. Roll my dice.
the other thing is right, if Gunther comes out and he wins the championship, and then all of a sudden Brock wants a challenge, and basically this is going to be the goodbye retirement match.
Because it's in Minnesota.
For good.
Okay, then
Like with Hell in
The-
Night 1. Hell in Night 1
the
was that.
Oba Brock 3 matches.
Never happened.
the
The Christian
window.
just said. The Christian just said that.
Right.
Yes.
That's
So-
what. But that's the thing is, like, because okay, I'm just saying from a perspective of a
Yeah, good.
like
Of a fan?
of a fan. You can't end a best of 3 kind of a series 1-1.
Well, keep in mind that we have Brock versus Cena for no real reason.
True.
And Brock Brock destroyed Cena in his last match and never got a rematch. And never got a rematch. Keep that in mind.
Okay. Well, Brock had a
I'm still saying, okay, I'm going to go with one theory that people are forgetting that I keep bringing up and nobody's taking me seriously.
Go ahead.
Why can't we just do Oba versus Brock 3 at the Garden as Saturday night's main event during FanFest weekend?
Yeah.
Because that's also FanFest weekend, the World Cup final weekend.
Yeah.
Why can't they have that at the Garden? I've been saying that for
Yeah.
weeks, and nobody's taking me
I-
seriously with this. Why can't you do that?
That would be great.
Okay, well,
Then you get then you get your Oba Brock finale,
Right.
and then they also get their title matches at SummerSlam. So you get both.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that's my thing. Like,
Yeah.
why can't you do that?
Yeah.
bring it back to this match.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we'll go back to Cody Gunther and Sammy. Yes.
What you've also said.
Hold on.
Thank you. I've learned from you.
Hold on.
But back to what you said to me when we were off air.
Yeah.
You said Sammy could win this by stealing it.
Absolutely. I have said that before.
What I could see is either one of two things. One, Gunther puts Cody in a sleeper hold. Sammy breaks it up. Cody is out cold. Haluva kick
Yep.
or something. Or I could also see Gunther doing that. Haluva kick, throw Sammy out, puts him in a sleeper hold. Or Crossroads. Anyone could steal this match. Really.
Absolutely.
But the
Actually,
only
I
person-
just got an idea.
The only person I won't see stealing this match is Cody.
I
Because
actually
he's
got an
hard to
idea.
find. He's
Everyone's so concerned about Brock interfering in the Open J match. Why hasn't Brock cost Gunther his title match? And then you branch off and have Brock and Gunther, and then Sammy steals the win.
Sweet.
Sammy steals the win and gets his world titles match. He wins in Saudi
and the
Arabia.
ref doesn't have to go out.
He wins in Saudi Arabia.
I'm saying it's triple threat.
Yeah, he wins in Saudi Arabia. He wins the title. And then everyone's happy in Saudi Arabia. Then we have to come back and do with Sami Zayn as champion.
Mhm.
And then if Oba wins, then Oba's moving on to do it with Roman, and Cody gets his title match against Sammy at SummerSlam. Then it ties everything together in a nice bow, and then SummerSlam, we just booked 6 matches at SummerSlam in a matter of like an hour.
Yep.
We just booked half the show.
Okay.
Point of information. Do we know
Denied.
has Gunther ever kicked out the Blue Thunder Bomb?
Everyone's kicked out of the Thunder Bomb. Everybody's kicked out of the Thunder
No,
Bomb.
Haluva kick.
Haluva kick, Haluva kick. And actually, what was the move that Sammy beat Gunther with that?
The Brain Buster.
There you go.
The
top rope
one.
the top rope brainbuster.
Brainbuster.
That's the move that Sammy
Shout out
beat
to
Gunther
his,
with.
shout out to his good friend El Generico, by the way.
Yes, El Generico.
With that one.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's what Gunther lost to Sammy at WrestleMania.
Actually, it was a Haluva kick. Then a Haluva kick to the back of the head,
Yeah.
and then the Brain
That was a
Buster.
phenomenal finish. That was a phenomenal finish.
Also,
to that match.
how is El Generico doing, by the way?
Definitely still Mexico with the orphans.
Got it. Okay.
Found more orphans. Believe it or
Found
not.
more
In
orphans.
Mexico, there's got to be plenty of orphans.
So my thing, Sammy.
Like how Rich Fann has just no sell this
We've
entire.
been doing that joke
I'm fighting so hard.
for years.
So here's the thing: Sammy could come out on top and win, and the crowd would just erupt.
Because of Saudi Arabia.
There you go.
Could El Generico help him? I don't know.
El Generico.
Are they
You gotta pay for another guy. You gotta pay for another Saudi.
Are they gonna fly him out for this one time out?
I think El Generico.
Yeah, it's gonna be Kevin Owens in a mask. Yeah,
I think
there
El
you go.
Generico. Kevin Owens is gonna be at NXT out there this week.
Can we see El Generico one last time in AAA?
I was just thinking that. You just took a very
Just one more time.
All right, so that is our
My
show.
voice just cracked.
Before we get out of here,
One more time.
one more thing before we get out of here, Christian has something to say, so I'm gonna hit this one more time.
Okay.
Christian is starting to rage.
Christian is going to rage. Too late.
No, it's not. It's never. Okay. What am I going to do?
You happy with the game?
The
Happy
game?
with the game? It was
Oh,
broken again?
oh,
It was
yeah.
broken again?
So, you
I know it was like 45 minutes ago, but you did say that.
try making a custom character that one, half the moves don't work. 2, it defaults to the basic moveset, and 3, the Brazil doesn't work either.
What?
The what?
The Brazil?
Brazil is an automatic kick.
Oh, Brazil. I heard Brazil.
Resilience.
Resiliency.
Yeah.
Brazilian makes a lot more sense.
Resiliency. It's resiliency. We just call it Brazil for short, because we're not going to say resiliency every single time. But the problem is, it's usually it would be blue. That means it's working. But most of the time, it's blacked out gray, that means for some reason the game does not want to register it as actually working. So you have to wait for the next patch note to actually fix it for you.
Okay.
So we can actually so half my characters are broken, by the way.
I got a question.
Yes.
Does ragdoll physics still work?
Ragdoll physics was part of the game, and people would be pissed that's taken out.
Got
People will probably start a riot because that should get taken out.
So, by the way, we're going to end this show with plugs. So we're going to close this out with a song, a nice song for the LGBT plus community from High School Musical, the series called Born to Be Brave. So, but we're going to close this out.
Well, speaking of my little thing here, follow me at the Villains 867, the Villains 8 Riley on YouTube. Saturday night on my birthday, we are going to be doing a DZW show, so please stop by, join us. And then next week is Convergence, our first pay-per-view in 26, so please stop by and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun and probably chaotic as fuck, but you know what? Here we are.
Yeah, Rich admits that he actually does kind of like an eavestab on 2K.
Oh, yeah, I remember last time I was on, you were telling me about it.
He's
It's really
back
cool.
to it now. He stopped doing it for a while, and now it's back.
We're back to it because
It's kind of his big return.
so we're finally doing this pay-per-view. We're going to have a death match. We're going to have everything. So please stop by, join us. It's probably going to be like a 12-match card. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Here versus here match?
You gotta go.
No, we're actually going to have a name of this match, though.
Okay.
Go.
So, hey, if you really want us, you like us, rate, review, give us something.
What's with the voice?
Give us something, some comment, good,
Yeah, I
bad,
had to
negative,
restart.
or
I had to
whatever.
restart them.
You restart, yeah.
Let's restart them real quick.
And you can find us, like us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and a whole lot more. But if you really want to find us, you can find us at Generation Evolution 00.
Do not forget the 00. Get the wrong goddamn show.
That is for goddamn sure.
Tell your friends, tell your family, tweet about it. If you didn't like it, shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Punk.
Okay, Rich, to you.
Yeah, sure. So you can find me with everything with Rich Fann over at the Pro Wrestling Torch, as well as the Everything Mailbag, which I'll be doing a little later with my buddy Josh Mustachio. This week we did a special Seriously Everything with Lance Storm that I thought was
That was
quite
awesome,
fun.
by the way.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming. I was really glad for Lance to have the time finally to do it. And I also hop over on the post wrestling area where I do MCU and DCU later with my man WH Bark. And as always, you guys, I greatly appreciate you letting me into the chaos.
Absolutely.
What?
I can do my plugs.
Okay.
You can find me at PaulLegend76.blogspot.com, or you can find my entire podcast history over there. Everything is there for the last 13 years. Everything in one place. You can also go on TikTok and find my side project, which is Reliving the Glory, where I'm going through championship games in hockey. We're now currently in 1998. We started in 94, we're currently in 1998. So go follow me there. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, I'm going to be on .NET Weekly tomorrow with Jason Powell in the place of Dave Barnett to talk about this weekend and preview all the shows. And it's going to be a long show, but it's going to be fun. That's going to be tomorrow over on ProWrestling.net. All right.
What were you going to say?
But hey, our show is Controlled Chaos.
It is absolutely controlled chaos.
There you
Thanks
go.
to this guy right here.
Tomorrow, John Parker will be here to help us preview. He's going to be here tomorrow to help us preview AEW Forbidden Door and this weird show that is AEW Forbidden Door. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. It sounds like Mark's not going to be here, so it's just going to be me and Christian with John tomorrow. So come and join us for that.
So, are Gia Parker and Ron Parker, are they
Tomorrow.
brother and sister?
Tomorrow.
Ouch.
Until tomorrow. Thank you all for watching and tuning in. I'm Mike,
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark.
And
We love you
Stay gay,
guys.
everybody.
and he is Rich Fann.
Yay,
Stay gay,
everybody.
And you've been tuned in to the Generation Evolution. Have a good day,
Happy
everybody.
Pride Month, everyone.
We'll see you in the stands.
Thank you for joining us inside the Generation Evolution. We'll be back next week.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.